Din, 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 din. It's time to get zany artsy. Time to create like crazy. Draw, paint, sculpt a day with zany artsy. It's time to get zany artsy. Time to create like crazy. With your host Zanwa, we say voila, it's zany artsy. Zany artsy. Zany
Welcome to my
artsy.
channel. Welcome back to another episode of Zany Artsy, and I am your regular one-time host. Yes, Zanwa. I know you're probably wondering, we ain't seen you in weeks. Where you been? Simple. I was just being lazy. I ain't gonna lie about it. Lazy is as lazy does. But no problem. I was working still, man. I kind of still gotta do my little 9 to 5 job virtually, but I still gotta do my job and lots of meetings stuff. Anyways, enough about that. So over the time, I've been giving my students a nice little project. It's basically based on pulling every little thing from your imagination and creating one organized piece. So today we are going to be doing something totally beyond epic, man. Like seriously epic, like awesomely epic. Meaning it's going to be long. So if you don't like long videos, you better go get yourself some popcorn, because you ain't going to get no shorter than this. So what we're going to be doing today is character design. Yes, we are going to build ourselves a character. Please don't be stealing my idea. I'm just gonna be like guiding you through the steps of coming up with your nice character. So don't be like copying all of my stuff and be like put it out and say, oh, that's my idea. No, I created this. So I'm going to carry you step through step of how to create your own character from scratch. And sorry about the people that love anime. I was never a fan of anime, so don't expect mine to look all nice and anime-like. Not my cup of tea, darling. Alright, so you're going to need your paper, your pencil, your marker, of course, imagination. So that's about it. Oh, eraser and sharpener is a must too, because you're going to be doing a lot of sharpening, a lot of erasing. Alright, so enough of that. Let's get to it. Yeah. It's a little bit stuck. It's been a while. It's a little bit...
Stage 1. Capture the pose. Okay, so for this, you're just basically going to be drawing what we call ellipses to capture, those are elongated circles, to capture a pose. You don't want your character to be in a stiff, standing pose, so go online, research different poses. They're pretty easy to find, just Google it. So I'm giving mine a superhero-like pose. So I started with the head, and then I added another ellipse for the torso, and I'm adding one here for the arm, a hand, and I'm just imitating where I would place the fingers. This is the one part of the video that will be in its normal speed, because I want you to at least follow along with this. I actually am looking off of a pose that I took from the internet, but I haven't really figured out the mechanics to show both the picture and this at the same time, so I'm just drawing from what I had already studied. So this is so right here, this little leg part right down here, I'm just giving it a bit of foreshortening. So you're just seeing part of the leg, not all of it. Again, we're just giving that little bit of action to the pose. So as you can see, mine is flying or something through the air. Yeah, this arm, I'm not feeling this arm, so I'm going to rub that out. There we go. Always clean off the eraser shavings. So I'm going to just adjust this a little bit. So as I say, you capture the pose with light ellipses. I have to do them kind of strong so that they can show up on video. But usually this is done very lightly. And I'm using an HB pencil for this section. So there we go. I'm just fixing a little bit of the sections here. So this is what you do. You have to start off with the pose for the character. And then as you go along, you just keep on building. Now for the speed. Adding definition. Alright, so for this part, yes, it's going to go super fast. So adding definition, meaning I'm going to be adding a little bit more evident appearances of the human form. So I'm doing a lady, so I'm just defining her basic shape. Kind of adding a little bit of curves and somewhat muscles to the arms and the limbs and the body. So I'm just defining that. Yeah, I'm using a 6B pencil for this part so that it comes out a little bit brighter. So I'm just defining the shape even more now, and I want my character to have locks just like me, so I'm adding that in as well. Adding details. Alright, so I'm gonna be adding the details now. Basically, I'm doing a cross between a human and a crocodile, because that's the reptile we have right here in Jamaica. So I am basically fusing those features in. So I'm adding a little bit of the scales right now. So yeah, so basically you always have to do some research. Yeah, you could draw it from mind, but it's always best to look at the actual thing that you're drawing from, so that way you have a better idea of how to form it out. So I'm just adding a little bit of design to the costume. So yes, mine is a superhero, even though it's fused with reptile. So I'm just adding the tail detail right now. So you make sure to plan what you want your character to look like before you even start drawing. You can basically, after you have captured the pose, then you can work out certain details. But you don't want to just start drawing and then have to be erasing constantly. So always plan out before you even start drawing. Another reason why this took me so long to make, because I really wanted to figure out what character I wanted to present to the world. So I'm still adding some details to the face and giving her a nice mask to go along with the costume, and a nice little crown piece, because yeah, my superhero is a queen, darling. Queen of the Crocs. So you can see that the hands and feet are a little bit deformed in a way, because I want to give that idea of the fusion between her and crocodile. You know, their little feet and hands are stumpy, but mine is a more human-like character. So I'm just enhancing the locks area right now. So yeah, this could be a complete piece right here, but I like to fill in all parts of the paper, mostly. So just gonna take a little rest right here.
So we got through that section, but before we continue, I wanted to feature the lovely artworks of, yes, my grand prize winners. They answered their little question they want to spot in this video. Clap them, yes! Claps, claps around the board. So, here is our Zany Artist, Little Artist segment. I'm still working on the name. We'll get it eventually. Don't worry about that. Alright, so here we go.
Now to our first artist, Imani Stone, grade 1. She is representing with jellyfish made from recycled material and sidewalk art. Totally lovely. And now our next artist from grade 2, Makari Stone, giving you another recycled piece as well. Toucan made from cardboard and also sidewalk art called Community. Another grade 2 artist, Yeleni Magalhaes, giving you Paper People Community Realness. Yes, showing off the baker, the candlestick maker, and the police officer in the placer, and teacher with the garbage man. Oh, fabulous. And from grade 3, we have Jackson Watt, representing with a beautiful hand-drawn and hand-colored piece, probably dubbed My Home. Now our next grade 3 representative, Zoe Prendergast, giving you comic strip realness. Yes, straight up pencil. Lovely piece. Then we have from grade 3, Caleb Richards, giving you a lovely representation in abstract. Gorgeous blues, gorgeous whites, lovely piece. Then we have from grade 4, Amelia McPherson, showing you that recycled art is the best way to go. Look at this lovely hut. She's giving you Taino Hut Realists. Then we have from grade 4, Peyton Walters. Yes, giving us a lovely hand-drawn piece known as Mango Time. Then our big little artist, Mrs. Charlene Hall Campbell. Yes, we have adults that watch this show too. She's giving you Purple Flower Realness. It's so lovely. Hand-painted, yes. And special shout-outs from the teachers to Solita Martin for outstanding work in grade 5 maths and Samuel Lawrence outstanding work in grade 1 Spanish.
Wasn't that lovely? Thank you to all my little prize winners for sending in their beautiful entries. Keep on artsing, keep on staying zany, and just keep on being safe. So, after that, let's get back to our regular programming. Yeah.
Adding background. Alright, so now that we have completed our main character, you have to add some background to it. Okay, you want to give an idea of the environment, where the character comes from, or close, as I'm doing, a closer look at the face of your character. So the background is supposed to give it some more interest but not overpower the main character itself. So all of this will be like fully detailed in our next video, but I'm just showing you how to develop the overall scene. So I'm just adding the crown, basically adding some emphasis to the crown, the face area, more up close, and I ain't gonna lie, a better looking version of the hero, because sometimes things look better up close. So I'm adding those features, just adding a little bit of background. You know, this character comes from the swamp area, so I'm just adding, you know, like hanging plants and such. Outlining. So we are basically to the last stage of character development. Right now I'm just outlining the main lines that I'm planning to keep, because there's a lot of lines on this drawing right now. So I'm just taking my time, especially with the face area. If you're using a Sharpie or anything, you take your time with the face, because you don't want to press too much on the point, because that will distort the face overall. So you have to be careful with those areas. So I'm just taking my time putting in these fine details, outlining everything that I'm planning to keep, because some things, when you get to this stage, once you put that down, it's final. So you have to make sure that what you're putting down is what you're planning to keep. So I'm just adding in those fine minor details. So once you do this part, you're basically to the end, if you're planning to just leave it plain black and white. But you know, I gotta go a little bit further. So I'm just putting in those details there, highlighting what I'm planning to keep. So while you're doing your character design, I hope this helped you to create your own. Just get creative with it. Think things through before you start to create them. So I hope to see you for the next video, where we will be completing this piece in full Technicolor. Details, textures, and all. So I'm just brightening those few areas. And that is all is needed. So yes, this is where the eraser comes in. You have to clean up all those pencil lines, because when it's time for you to color, if those pencil lines are showing, you're going to have a lot of torture. So just clean up all those various areas. And here we have it. A completely outlined drawing of my character design. Thank you for watching.
Yes! We finally finished. We finally made it to the end. Isn't that just wonderful? I ain't gonna lie. Be glad that I sped this up, because you would have been sitting here for a whole movie, basically. I'm not gonna lie about it. You just been sitting there with your popcorn like... I kept it short, so you don't have to go through all of that long torture. So, this is not a copy me kind of thing. It's just guiding you through steps that I use personally when it comes to creating a character from scratch. Alright? So, please stay tuned. Be on the lookout. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can get more up-to-date videos of Zany Artsy when I'm not being zany lazy, but that's how it is sometimes. It's a pandemic. I'm trying to do. Anyways, so I'll see you next time for part 2 of our character design video, because yeah, it's a little bit lengthy, so we're gonna go even deeper into the section of coloring and shading. So until next time, keep safe, keep drawing, and keep it zany artsy. And you can look down in below in the description for, or you could possibly leave your comments. Yeah, YouTube kind of has a thing where I can't really get comments if it's set for kids. So if you have your comments, look below in the description and send them in, and I'll read them. If you have artwork you want to send in, you know, art from my fans, send it in. I'll add it to the next video. So, until then, I ain't got no more to say. You on your own. Bye. It's time to get zany artsy. Time to create like crazy. Draw, paint, sculpt a day with zany artsy. It's time to get zany artsy. Time to create like crazy. With your host and one who say voila, it's zany artsy. Zany artsy. Zany artsy.